Hello, greetings, and welcome. Welcome to truly an exciting experience. We have a very special show for you tonight. We have a very special guest with us here in QuickCast Studios on The Late Show with John and Friends. You may be wondering why I have this hat. Well, we have a very special guest, Winter Brook, who is a certified psychic medium. I hope I'm getting that right. And I'm very afraid that some people on the other side in my family are going to come into the room, so I figured maybe this aluminum hat would protect me from any spirits that are holding a grudge against me. Because of the nature of the show, we're going to dispense with all our usual witty banter at the beginning, and we did get some postcards from Adolf, Sean's appendix in the field, and we'll view those probably next week. But in the meantime, we have guest hosts with us, Sean Walsh and Ryan Perry. Also, they're going to help us tonight. And let's just go live here. And let's introduce our special guest. So, hello.
Hi, everyone.
Say hello. Welcome. And that's Ryan.
That's me. I'm scared, too. Only because, as you couldn't tell with the Jewish curls that I have here, I don't need any spirits from any of my family shivas to come and interrupt me during this process. And I did actually, John, send a picture over to my girlfriend, Nikki, because, I don't know, you ever seen the movie Signs with Mel Gibson, Joaquin Phoenix about the alien invasion?
No.
So they wear tinfoil hats,
Oh.
and that's like her favorite movie. So I texted her. I was like, "Look what we did," and she was like, "Babe, that's for aliens, not psychics. It's not going to do much." So John, I have disappointing news. This might not do much tonight. Foil. So, yeah, we might be on our own here, Sean and John. Sean's here. He's finally arrived. By the way,
Anthony says I look ridiculous.
I think you look adorable.
Thank you.
You're
I think
welcome.
you do too.
But I don't want to take away because this is about.
It's about Winter.
Winter Brook over here. So, John, I know you wanted to lead in with certain things.
Well, welcome. Can you tell us a little bit about who you are? And I know you do many things, and you wear many hats, but maybe you can tell us...
Not as pretty as yours, though.
John,
See, and I thought you wore them so you could heighten the vibration here, you know, the metal bringing in more energy.
Maybe it will. Maybe they're going to have the opposite effect.
There you go. Well, my name is Winter Brook, and I am a psychic and a certified mental medium. I have my office up in Northport Village, where I do private readings, small groups. I also teach mediumship. Prior to becoming a medium, I had a law practice, but I decided to close that and pursue this because I really love connecting with my own deceased relatives. I know apparently John doesn't, but I love mine. And I wanted to be able to share that, both using my ability that reopened late in life to connect others, and then secondly, help empower them to do it themselves by sharing the knowledge and the training that I go and receive with them so that they can connect with their own loved ones on their own time versus having to wait to, you know, see a medium to do it. So that's a little bit about me.
How long have you been doing this?
Professionally, I started about 2010. Prior to that, I had been training and working, but just not professionally. I used to work in a lot of spiritualist churches and doing message work like that and sitting in circles. And I started doing that in about 2005. Around 2008, 2009 was when I decided that I wanted to see if I could give it a go professionally, and you know, therefore having to close my law practice, I kept my license just in case it didn't work out. But I still gave myself another year or so to train. That's my background. I wanted to be, you know, as prepared as I could before I started doing it professionally.
I guess maybe a better question is this something, this ability, something you realized you had at a much younger age, or is it something that developed going forward?
Well, I'm kind of like a textbook case. As a very young child, I did interact with spirit. I heard them, I spoke with them, I saw them, I sensed their presence. The only thing is at 4 or 5, you don't understand the concept of physical death. So to me, they were just the same as my parents because they had always been there. So I didn't realize that these were, discarnates is the proper term. And then, as most children do, around 5 or 6, and we go to elementary school and start developing our cognitive side of our brain, it shut down, and I forgot all about it. Then I grew up in a household that didn't discuss metaphysics. Not that it was prohibited, it just never came up. And as a result, I was not exposed to the metaphysical side of life. And 15 years ago, I didn't even know what a medium was. And then around 2005, more give or take, my abilities began to reopen, except I didn't know what they were. And that's what triggered a need to learn and study. And as I kept studying, I wanted to learn more and do more, which is what most people find once they start down the path. I call it, kid in the candy store. So you just get so excited about it. And that's basically what happened. So.
Now, I know everyone out there is anxious to call in. There really is so much to Winter. Later on, we're going to post her website and how to get in contact with her. If you don't get a chance to call in, you want your own session with her, I believe at her place or yours. You can schedule that with her. And she just has an amazing history. There's so much to read and learn about it. There's so much to it. Would we like to take our first call?
Might as well.
Absolutely.
We have one coming in. So let's take it. Let's see. Hello, you're on the air with John and Friends.
Hi, my name is Tammy.
Hi, Tammy.
Hi, Winter.
Okay. What can I do for you tonight, dear? Do you have a particular question or?
What can I do for you tonight, dear? Particular question.
Well, while you're thinking about this, I happen to have a gentleman stepping in.
Okay.
I want to call him Fat Frank because that's what he just said to call him. So, yep. So, I'm going to say this is your husband, whom I have brought through before. And he said, put your feet up, put your feet up.
Okay.
Also, check, he's showing me the oven, and like the broiler section underneath where you would store pots and pans.
Okay.
He said to look in there. There's something you're going to find, something small, that's going to surprise you. A little Thanksgiving a surprise for you. And don't burn the turkey. And he's laughing. So I don't know if you ever burned the turkey before, or the smoke alarms came on?
I've definitely burned the turkey.
You've done that. Okay, so Frank is just reminding you to pay attention, not do that again this year. I didn't know you did that.
We'll try not.
A lot of love's coming through, and he needs to let you know he's working on the situation, is what he's saying. Do you understand that?
I do understand that, yes. And I think he is working very hard on it.
Busting his butt, he's telling me. But he didn't use that word. You know me with the profanity. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So just a whole lot of love, and the whole family is together on the other side, he wants you to know. Peace, I see a peace pipe and a white dove, so whatever tensions there are between them has been set aside for Thanksgiving on the other side.
That's great. Thank you.
So I want to leave him and the blessings of Spirit with you, and thank you for calling in.
Thanks a lot. Have a good night. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Sean's totally going to burn his turkey on Sunday. You're making it Sunday?
It's the first time I've ever
I
made
just
a
want to
turkey.
say our phone lines are overwhelmed, so if you're trying, keep trying.
More people.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. I can tell that already. Sean, don't burn the turkey. Don't ruin it.
It's the first time I've ever made a turkey.
Hi, you're on live with The Late Show with John and Friends.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello?
We hear you.
Yeah, we hear you. What's your name, sweetheart?
My name is Jenna.
Hi, Jenna.
Hi, Jenna.
Hi, Winter. How are you?
I'm good, dear. Do you have a particular question for me, or you just want me to see what comes through?
I do have a question.
Okay.
My question is, am I meant to be just friends with Ricky? More.
You're not ready, is the first thing I got coming to me.
Yes, I definitely know I'm not ready.
That's what came to me. That's what I heard, is you're not ready.
Yep, I'm absolutely not. I'm just wondering about in the future.
Oh, okay, because
If it's going that way.
What I'm hearing, sweetheart, is that you need to do a little bit more work and healing.
Okay.
All right, because sometimes when we evolve, we decide we may want something different, or we are ready for what's in front of us. We're not sure. So right now what they're suggesting, and I feel like I have a female stepping in, I feel like this is a maternal grandmother. Would you understand a maternal grandmother in spirit?
Yes.
And would you understand that she was about 5'2" to 5'4" when she was here?
Yeah.
And I feel that although she was a small-framed woman, I think she put a few extra pounds on and then lost a lot of weight prior to passing. I see an IV bag that is my symbol for a passing associated with illness. Would you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. And I feel that she's telling me she's been through before to you. I don't think I've brought her through, but she's been through to you, and you know when she's around. Do you smell a particular fragrance from time to time out of the blue?
Okay, I'm not really great with smells, so I might not have noticed.
Okay, because she's specifically saying to me there's a particular fragrance that you would associate with her. Okay?
Okay, I have to think about that. Okay.
All right, think about that. Now, also, she was the big cookie maker around the holidays, because I'm seeing a lot of cookies.
Okay. Yeah, she likes to cook.
All right, and she said you've got a surprise coming in January. Something is it's gonna be a nice surprise that's just gonna light you up and lift your spirits a bit.
That would be.
Okay. She also wants to bring me to the month of October. Would you understand? I feel like there's a birthday in October for someone. She wants to acknowledge.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, there is.
There is. Good. She's here. She's here. She's here. She needs to just send you a whole lot of love. And she's encouraging you to make a particular recipe. Is there a particular dish associated with the holidays that you would make? Passed down generation?
No.
She's saying to make a particular dish. So I don't know if you were...
Well, there is a dish that I haven't made in many years, but there is a dish that's associated with her.
Okay, so... it's probably the one that you haven't made in many years, because she's saying make the recipe, and it has some kind of, it's connected, so
yeah,
to holiday tradition. So she wants you to do that. I think traditions were kind of important to your grandma. Just a whole lot of love, and she needs you to know the family's together, even the pets, and I hear a dog barking in the background.
Okay.
All right.
So
have a lovely, blessed Thanksgiving, and thank you for calling.
All right, thank you. Take care.
You too, dear. Bye-bye.
These phone lines are going crazy.
I know they're going, but now I hear it in my ear. Like,
I can't keep up. I know it's over. We're not set up for this, really. It's overwhelming.
This is,
We do one more and then chit-chat for a bit, or
Here we
take a
go.
break.
this is a lot.
Hi, you're on live with The Late Show with John and Friends.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello?
Who are we speaking with?
Hi, this is Pat.
Hi, Pat.
Hi,
Pat.
how's it going?
Okay, how are you?
Good, thanks for calling. Do you have a question for Winter?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Pat, what's your question, dear?
Okay, my question is, what does my future look like?
What does your future look like? Let's see. Do you have a particular area that you want to focus on?
Yes. Like within the next year.
Okay.
The next few months.
Okay. Are you working now?
No.
No. Okay. What I'm getting from what I feel like I need to say to you is they want you out more with people. Like they want you to become a little bit more involved. This is I'm kind of getting from your guides because you get a little bit cut off from people, I feel, because you're not out working. Would that make any sense? And I also feel like I have a woman coming in. Would you understand a mom in spirit?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I have this woman coming in and she feels like a mom to me. I want to put her around 5'5", 5'6". And I feel like she was a little subdued, if that might be a good way to describe her.
Yes.
Okay? Maybe even a little overly cautious.
Yes.
Okay. And she's trying to explain to me that after she passed over, she feels like she missed some opportunities. She shouldn't have been so worried about this or nervous about doing that. And she wants you to be a little bit more aggressive in taking opportunities, like getting involved with some friends and being, connected more, doing things, even if it's just having a cup of tea and chit-chatting. The social activity, she's kind of stressing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and even, once in a while, if you did like a little fundraiser or, where you might be doing an act for charity, I don't know whether it's stuffing envelopes or something that's not overly physically taxing, but is helping others, and you're making a contribution because it's going to help you feel better about yourself. Whenever we, do an act of kindness for another, we actually benefit ourselves from doing good. And so even sometimes they have places where you can make peanut butter. You can go to a church to make sandwiches for the homeless, something like that. She wants you to think about extending that because you're going to make nice friends. And it'll make the time pass better. Even if you're getting phone friends.
Is she with my son?
The family is together.
Hello?
Yep. No, I was just trying to tune in to see if I got somebody else stepping through. I just have Mom right now. She said the family is together. Things are being worked on over there. It's all in good hands. And did your mom, I feel like she's showing me the Mother Mary. Did she have a connection? Maybe she was Roman Catholic or she liked to pray to that? Because I feel like she's showing me the Blessed Mother.
He always prayed.
Always prayed. Okay. So she's showing me the Blessed Mother, and I feel like she's trying to say to you she's still praying and working with that beautiful energy for your family members on the other side and for you here. Tell her not to worry is what she's telling me. Okay? So I'm going to leave you with your mom and a whole lot of love and the blessings from Spirit.
Okay.
Thank you for
so
calling and happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So, just going to reiterate that the phone lines are going crazy
Berserk.
right now. Like they're berserk. Like it's like every 5 seconds I hear a dial tone in the earpiece. So be patient. We'll try to get it to as many people as we possibly can. Obviously, we're probably not going to be able to get to everybody, but we do have the chat log. So myself, Sean, John, Winter, even we can communicate.
Yeah, they can ask questions through the chat.
So we can
Hello?
try to answer some of the
Marie?
questions in there.
Yes.
But just try to be as patient as possible because this is like we get one call in and there's 7 other calls trying to force their
Guys, I have
now.
someone live right now.
Okay.
Marie, can you hear us?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, I heard you calling, so I wanted to get you in.
Okay, so should I keep calling?
No, you're
No,
on
no.
now. You're live.
Oh, I'm on.
Yep.
Yeah, we got you, sweetheart. Hi, Marie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, dear. How can I help you tonight?
I'm sorry?
How can I help you today? Do you have a particular question or?
Not particular, but if anyone comes through or if you have anything to tell me?
Okay, so I have a male energy stepping in, a gentleman,
Pick up and hang up.
Mm-hmm.
and kind of a big personality. Like when he walked into a room, you knew it.
Okay, yes.
All right, and I feel like he had his fingers in a lot of pies, like he was not in a good way. He was constantly doing something.
Yes.
And he was on top of this, on top of that. He did let things slide a little bit, though, he said. Sometimes his attention wasn't long enough to realize that he needed to address things because he'd moved on to something else.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
I feel like I see a contract coming your way. He's showing
A what?
me a contract. He's showing me a piece of paper that says contract on it.
Contact?
Contract, an agreement.
Oh,
Yes, a contract. There's a contract coming your way. Did I lose it?
We have a lot of questions.
Please answer
Marie?
them into the chat.
Okay, so like
we lost Marie.
it's Mercury retrograde, which during that 3-week period and plus the shadow period before and after, there's going to be problems with communications, like telephones, transportation. So I think that's what we have going on here. Marie, I'm so sorry we lost you, dear.
Here comes the call. Let's see who this is. Come on.
Shall we chat a bit?
This is crazy, John. I have never seen it like this before.
I know we're not.
Shall we chat a bit?
We could chat if you want. If you want to hold off on the calls for a bit.
Hello?
Or maybe he's got somebody else. It's going nuts. My earpieces keep cutting out.
My earpiece, doo-boo.
Yeah,
Like,
mine
have
might
them
keep-
send questions through the chat.
I can't really read the chat that well.
I can read it to you if that'll help.
Okay.
Sean's pretty good at filtering them.
Here we go.
Go ahead, chat. There's dead air right now.
Well, Justin wants to know about the Omega spirits in this
No.
building.
We have someone live. You're on the air.
Hi, my name's Kelly.
What was your name?
Hello. Kelly?
Kelly? Hi.
Kelly.
Kelly.
L-L-I-E.
Hi, Kelly.
Kelly?
Sorry, dear. There's like
Is it Ellie or
Kelly. I thought I heard.
Her phone is breaking up a little bit.
yeah, the reception isn't the best, sweetheart. So we think it's
Kelly.
Kelly. Okay. How can I help you today, dear?
I would appreciate it if you could just tell me what you're feeling around me.
Okay. I'm feeling a dog around you. Do you have a dog in spirit?
A long time ago.
Kind of like a medium-sized dog, 50, 60 pounds?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the first thing this spirit showed me to let you know your dog is still around you. He's trying to bring you a lot of love. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm also sensing you have a bit of a struggle going on right now. Things have been a little bit difficult. Every time you think you're about to get over a hump, you seem to get pushed back again. Would that be a fair assessment?
Yes.
Okay. So I have this gentleman stepping in. I feel like he's a father. And would you understand a dad in spirit?
Yes.
Okay. And the reason I want it, because Dad wants to come in to reassure you that he's walking along this path with you. And it is going to clear up. And I feel like he pulls me to April or May. But he really needed to come through because he needs to say, I love you. Oh, my goodness. If you saw how much my hair is standing up because there's so much love energy coming from your father through me to you, it would be amazing. He's just, a whole lot of love is coming through when he's got you. I feel like he wants to just kind of give you a big bear hug. Or did you used to sit in Dad's lap and he used to hold you when you were little? Because I feel like he just wants to bring in a lot of love and comfort and wants to tell you not to worry. He's walking with you step by step. You're going to get through it all.
I wonder if he's aware of what I'm doing.
Aware?
Bringing in money, a business that I'm trying to start.
Your father is with you. They do stay aware of what is going on in our daily lives. Let me. In your plans, you're actively making plans now to create this new business.
Yes,
and
I
did
am.
you, in the last 6 to 8 weeks, did you just make a decision to go a little differently on something, or you held back?
Yes.
Okay, Dad's saying he influenced you to pay attention because he wanted you to change direction because he saw what was going to happen. So he just told me when it happened so that you know he is walking by next to you. He's bringing in help because I don't know how much of a businessman your father was, but he's certainly a huge supporter and he is bringing in help from the world of spirits, some other spirit. They'll do that. They'll work together to help us down here. So he's bringing in some help, and I feel like he's saying give it a little bit more time. It's not, there's still like a little bit of a mist, and then it's going to clear up and things are going to go much smoother. Just be patient. Just be patient, he says. Patience is the key, dear.
Okay. Thank you.
You're
Thank you very
welcome,
much.
sweetheart. I'm going to leave your dog and your dad and the blessings of spirit with you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to all. Thank you.
Thanks.
John, I have some questions. if we don't mind. Once again, we are with our psychic medium, Winter Brook. So going back to what you were saying earlier about, what was it, like circa 2005, when you kind of...
When my ability started to unfold.
Right in, was there an actual particular moment in which you were like, I just have to do this? Like, was there something in, like, particular, like a very sudden, like, almost like an epiphany or of some sort where you were like, all right, something's up, I need to just do this, like, right now, like you were just walking down the street or you were in the office or something like that, and it just hit you?
Actually, one of the things that triggered it was my empathy ability, which is being able to experience the emotions of others. I was picking up my former business partner halfway around the world. I was on a cruise ship, he was on Long Island, he was upset about something, I'm picking it up, I had no idea. I had to wait till I got back because, you know, you didn't pay the money to make the phone calls back then on the ships. And it was true, and I just thought that was so odd and strange, and I said, I didn't know what was happening because that shouldn't happen. So that was the first thing that led me to start investigating, and that's where I started to learn about mediumship, et cetera, et cetera. And I started to do meditation. I started to go to classes to see where it was going to go. Then the next triggering where I decided that I really needed to focus on it, it was actually a pretty funny story. I had the family of, I used to write wills, and I did probate work as an attorney. All right, probate work is wrapping up the affairs of the dead. So I really haven't strayed too far from what I did. I just do it differently now. So I was doing a will reading, so to speak. The lady I wrote the will for died, and the family came in and they cremated her. And since the family was in from out of state, they wanted to sit with the lawyer to find out, what do we do now? And as we're sitting there the day after she was cremated, and I'm with her kids, she comes walking in, Ethel Rowley, and she's like, oh, I changed my mind. She comes walking in from Spirit, and she's a jokester. So, and I'm just thinking to myself, Ethel, there's nothing we could do about this. Oh my goodness, I can't tell her, they came to me as an attorney, I can't tell her children that their mother is standing here talking to me in Spirit. So that was one of the real pushes I got.
Okay. And now, I have to do it because I'm always a devil's advocate in that sense, right? And I don't want to try to offend you. Somebody who may not believe in this, someone who's like, well, no, I just, I've seen too many of those shows where they reveal their secrets and all that kind of stuff. I worked in pro wrestling for a long time, and I remember, Sean, what was it, the late 90s, The Secrets of Pro Wrestling came out, right, that show on NBC?
Yes.
It was like a special, and they revealed how all the wrestlers do it, and it was like this really hokey, this is how they did it 10 years ago, this is not how they do it now. Somebody who is skeptical or is not sold on, like how do you approach that? Like, say there's somebody who like a couple, and the wife is really skeptical, but the husband's like, no, I believe this, I really want to go. So you have both of their energies in a room, let's just say, right? And I'm sure you can sense the wife, who maybe even verbally said, hey, I don't really believe in this. Does that affect you, trying to gain whatever energy it is that you're drawing from or anything of that nature? Like, how do you combat that, I guess, when you're there in person, as well? I guess what I'm trying to get at.
Okay. Well, yes. First of all, it's okay to be a healthy skeptic because, you don't want to accept everything. The same way you're not going to accept everything the car salesman wants to sell you or this person wants to do for you.
Especially that warranty. Never go with the warranty on the car.
Right? So, the same thing in this field. And as far as it goes, though, if somebody doesn't want to believe, that's fine. I'm not here to change their belief system. I'm here to bring through the messages. If they find that the evidence that comes through and their experience helps them to see that, yes, in fact, we do continue to survive after death, and there is a method to communicate, mazel tov. All right? But if they don't want to, that's fine.
Okay.
That's the best I can. But it does, but the second thing, her energy could very well impact the session if it was her and her husband. And somebody who is extremely negative, not just a healthy skeptic, okay, but just negative, their energy could just kind of slice into the room and really mess, because it's all energy, and mess with the reading. Sometimes that's why it's sometimes it can be a little bit easier when I do public dems and there's 100 people in the room, because there's just more energy. So if you have a couple of negative skeptics, they may not have as much of an impact.
Okay.
So
fair enough. We do have another caller waiting. Sean, you want to hop in? Come hop in.
Okay, we'll
while
put
she
the
takes
caller
on
on
the next
here.
caller.
It's all energy, and that's what they're reading.
Hello, you have to turn your computer down.
That's why sometimes it can be. Excuse me?
You have to turn your computer down.
Okay. Will I hear her from this end?
Yep, you're on live now.
who am I speaking with?
Hi, it's Doreen. Hi, Ryan. How are you?
Hi, Doreen.
Ryan has been replaced due to illness.
Can Ryan hear me?
Ryan has been replaced due to illness. I'm Sean.
I think you mean Winter.
Hi.
Winter?
Do you mean me, Winterbrook,
hi.
or
No,
do you
we said
mean
hi,
the
Ryan.
gentleman Ryan?
No, I just was saying hello to him.
Oh no, because my last name is Ryan. That's why I wasn't sure.
Okay.
Okay, sweetheart. So, Doreen, how can I help you tonight?
It's Darlene.
Darlene, okay, I'm sorry. It's very difficult.
Not a problem. I just feel like I've got God.
God is watching over me these days, thank God. And I just wonder who up above it is, mostly.
Okay, so you have actually spirit guides that are with you from the time you incarnate, and they're going to be with you until the time you pass. They are what some people refer to as guardian angels. They're always there. If you don't listen to them, though, sometimes things don't work out as well. I know that firsthand experience. But you also do have some loved ones, and I feel like I have a gentleman stepping in, and I feel like this is it's either a father or a grandfather. I'm not quite sure. Would you understand paternal grandfather, dad's dad?
Yep.
Okay, because maybe that's why I'm vacillating back and forth. Although sometimes they come in together, so I'm going to have to kind of figure out who's who. This gentleman,
they were pals.
Pardon?
They were pals.
They were pals.
My father and his father were very close.
Okay, and they're both in spirit.
Yes.
All right, so they might be coming in because I'm going back and forth between a father and a grandfather. I have a gentleman that looks about 5'10", 5'11", balding. Very thin frame. And I feel like, is that the grandfather?
My father.
That's your dad, okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then the other gentleman, he's not going to show me what he looks like, he just said. Could your grandfather be a bit of a character, kind of sarcastic or sense of humor? He's a teaser.
I didn't know him well. He died when I was young.
Okay, but maybe Dad shared some stories about him?
Probably.
Because I just feel like he's being you know, he's like, well, I'm not going to show you what I look like, you know, so he's just a kibitzer. I think that's a good term, right? I'm getting a lot of Jewish tonight. I'm not Jewish. Okay. So I want to go back to Dad, though. And Dad's saying, of course he's watching over you. Don't lose faith.
Okay.
And you also have a cotillion of angels. I don't know if you work with the angelic realm, or you know, some people have like they're very connected to the angels.
Every day.
You do? Okay, because I just see loads of them. A cotillion. I can't think of the word. It's too late. That's my bedtime. So I see all these angels around you as well. So, excuse me. Do you have any crystals that you use?
Yes, I do.
Because I feel like you got a lot of pink quartz around you, which is a great crystal, and you need to ground a little bit more. You need to ground a little bit more. So do you have any like black tourmaline or any grounding stone? So I feel like for the next 3 to 4 weeks, with all the energies going on, Dad and the angels are saying, you know, why don't you carry a little piece of that in your pocket or something to help you stay grounded? Because are you feeling like you're getting palpitations or a little anxious? Yep. Okay, so part of it is you are actually moving up in your spiritual vibration. You're unfolding. So I you know, if you are working toward this, you're being successful. But as a result of that, you need to be a little bit more conscientious about staying grounded, especially right now the energies are high. So I think if you focus on being grounded a little, put that little white bubble around you like a raincoat before you leave the house, you're going to be feeling a lot better.
Okay, great.
Hold on 1 second.
All right, sweetheart. So I'm going to send you the love from Dad, Grandpa, the angels.
Thank
you. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you for calling.
Thank you. Bye.
Mary Ellen asked in the chat if her dad or brother have any messages for her.
Will she do it like that?
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, let me open up. Okay, so I have Mary Ellen, I hope you're still with us. I have a gentleman stepping forward, dark hair. I feel like he might have been 5'8", 5'9", and I feel like he had a few extra pounds on him. He's wearing a dark blue. For some reason, he wants me to notice that he has like I don't know if it's a uniform or a, maybe it's work clothes that he wore particularly for work. I feel like it's dark blue for whatever reason. And he's saying he's talking about your mom, with your mom, or he's with your mom. So if mom's here, it would mean dad's around her. If mom is passed into spirit, then they're together. Because all I'm hearing him say is, I'm with your mom, with your mom. So, and then I see a couple of dogs. I feel like dad's got a couple of dogs. Okay, so a whole lot of love. Know that the family is around and they're keeping watch. They're keeping watch. That's what I need to share. Okay, so thanks for Facebooking in.
She said her mom is here.
Her mom is here. Okay, so dad's with mom then. He's around her, his spirit. Thank you and have a great Thanksgiving. Much love.
Hi, you're live on the Late Show with John and Friends. Hello, you're live. Caller.
So while we work that out, what appearances do you have coming up? Or what do you have coming up? Like, where are you going to be in future dates?
Well, next week I'm going to be at on November 30th. I'll be at the Riverhead Public Library. And you can call them if they offer the seats to the patrons first, and if they have extra seats, they allow anybody to go. I do a lot of library events. They're free for the public, and I talk about and explain what mediumship is, and then I demonstrate. I've done 37 different public libraries on Long Island. I have a new class series starting the end of January. If people are close to Northport, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's where I help you tap into your own abilities. The classes consist of meditation. I teach you how to do long distance healing, and we're going to do, it's my what I call the Chinese buffet class series, because we cover a lot of different topics just to kind of touch on. So psychic readings, mediumship readings, astral projection, remote viewing. I'm going to do tea leaf readings, which is kind of fun, and the students will get to try it with psychometry. So it's a little bit of touching here and there. Other class series I do, like right now in the fall, we're focused on platform, which is where you get up in front of the audience. And my students are going to be doing a student charity demonstration in December. So I'm helping them do that, so they get some real life experience, benefit of charity, and bring through some messages.
I'm having some problems here.
What are you looking for?
I need a 9-volt battery.
Oh.
And if anyone is really interested, I'll be in mediumship. I'm going to be teaching again at Lilydale Assembly in July, which is upstate. And I think they just had a program on CNN a couple weeks ago that talked about Lilydale, which is the largest spiritualist community in the U.S. About 20 to 30,000 people visit it every summer. So I've applied and got accepted again to teach there, and I'll be teaching mediumship and spirit guides. If you go to my website, winterbrookmedium.com.
Do we have that?
We do, but I don't want to post it now because they're going to call the other number.
Okay, all right.
John will be posting it at some point. I have a calendar. I keep very busy. Some weeks I'm out 4 or 5 nights a week working and teaching. So a lot of the events I do are, at the libraries, etc. They are free to attend, which is nice for people who haven't experienced seeing a medium in person. Other events are, they have a small fee attached. I'm at the Soma Sanctuary, which is in Huntington. I'll be doing a few classes there coming up in the spring. And I do a little TV show like this at the last Tuesday of the month.
Okay, your caller should be on.
And we'll be having
where
metaphysical topics. Village Connection Network. If they go on to my Facebook page, you can just follow. I post these things, and they can check it out.
Okay.
Love to have them.
Are we all set up now?
Caller, you're live.
Cool.
Hello,
Who are you and where are you from?
my name is Maria
Maria
from Long Island.
from Long Island. Hi,
Long Island's a
Maria.
big place, but that's good.
How are you? The issue that I'm dealing with at this point is that my husband passed away a few years ago and my family fell apart, and I was wondering if you can see my family getting back together again ever.
First, I'm sorry about the passing of your husband. And as you were
Thank you.
speaking, what was coming to me from spirit is karma, karmic ties and karma.
Okay.
I feel like the tensions that you guys have stem from past lives where you had issues when you were in the same, interacting with each other in past lives, in different roles, but these are where the issues were germinated, and now your souls are interacting again, trying to work through that past karma, through the difficulties that you're having with each other now. That's what I'm getting. Do you do any spiritual practices?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Do you study any metaphysics or practice any spiritual modalities?
I'm very strong in it, and I do numerology a lot.
Oh, great. Okay. Because what's coming to me, I just wasn't sure what your background is. The violet flame. Have you ever worked with Saint Germain and the violet flame?
No.
Okay. Check that out. The violet flame is a practice where you're doing almost like prayers or recitations and calling in the violet flame, and it can be used to heal past life traumas and karmic issues. And so look up the violet flame, and Saint Germain is the ascended master that works with that. Elizabeth Clare Prophet wrote a little book on it if you want to start with her. I mean, there's other books written on it as well, and check that out. And I think if you do that, that's going to help speed up the process.
Okay, so it would help me understand the situation, or it will help my family dynamics?
Both. It's going to clear up some karmic debris, which is the cause of the some of the current issues.
Okay.
That's what they're telling me to tell you.
Okay. And I've been getting very strong dreams of my husband. He's been coming to me in my dreams. I think they're visits.
Wonderful.
Sorry?
Wonderful. You've been having interactions with your husband during dreaming.
Right. I don't understand what he's trying to tell me. Can he give you any idea of
He's
what
just trying. I feel like he's stepping in now, and I feel like, because what I'm getting is he's just trying to connect with you. At this point, he only wants you to be able to recognize that you're having an afterlife visitation with him in your dream state. Just take it step by step. What he's laughing. He's saying to me that you have a tendency to want to jump way ahead and know what the outcome is so that you can make all the right plans. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that's me.
All right. So okay. So what he's saying is, with this, at least with this one thing, just focus on trying to remember that he and you were together in the dream, because he is coming through. You're connecting on the astral. So, and he's thrilled. It's just for just focus for the enjoyment of that. Okay. He loves you very, very much, and he's sorry. He needs to apologize because he is the cause of some of the problems, because he didn't do things in a manner that would have avoided this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And he apologizes. He doesn't, he's saying he was a Dummkopf. It's a German word saying, dummy. And he's acknowledging his responsibility here. So he loves you. Thank you for your patience. It's going to improve. It's going to take time.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So I want to leave the blessings of spirit with you and wish you a very happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you so much. Love you.
Love you too, sweetheart.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
This is the Late Show with John and friends, and we're talking with Psychic Winterbrook. Are we waiting on somebody?
Not in particular.
Okay.
No, there's nobody waiting.
They keep calling in, so you have probably about 2 seconds.
2 seconds. All right. So, my wife's name is Jennifer,
Okay.
and she wants to know if you see anybody around her.
Her grandmother.
Okay.
Would your wife understand her grandmother being
Yeah.
in spirit?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I have a grandmother. I feel like this is the maternal grandmother. I feel like she had a few extra pounds. She doesn't like me talking about that. She was a little conscientious about her appearance. I want to put her... Actually, I thought I was going to put her average height, but I feel like I want to make her a shorter woman. About 5'2", 5'3".
I don't know. I know her mother's mother is still with us.
Then I'm not with the maternal grandmother. I can make mistakes. So her mom's still here.
Yeah.
Okay. So is Jennifer with us so she
I can make that happen.
because I do have somebody and she was about 5'2", few extra pounds. Doesn't like to talk about that. I felt it was a grandmother, so perhaps I'm actually with the father's mother.
Hold on. Look at that.
Way to put Jen right on the spot there,
Call
Sean.
the real number.
Hi, you're on the phone and on the air.
I'm sure she loves
Hello.
that.
Hi, Jennifer. Your husband asked me on your behalf if I saw anyone around you. So I started to get some information, but he's not sure. So it's really easier if I speak with you directly. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right, because what I felt right off the bat was I felt like there was a woman who was a grandmother, and then I felt she was a little bit shorter, like maybe 5'2". I thought it was the maternal, but apparently your maternal grandmother is still alive. So would your paternal grandmother be in spirit?
It could be my great grandmother from my mother's side.
Okay, okay. Sometimes I do feel the greats just like the grandmothers. This is not an exact science. Was she about 5'2" with a couple extra pounds?
Yeah.
She could be a very strict disciplinarian. She had her rule. You know, you sat at the table, finished your meal before you left the table. There were strict rules you had to follow. But she was a very loving lady. But she just, you know, you had to behave.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. And also, I feel like she would be a fierce protector of her children and grandchildren. You didn't really mess with her kids. That's the energy I'm getting. Real tigress as far as protecting her young.
Yep.
She's with you, and you're not supposed to get worried. Do you have a conflict or some tension with somebody at work, a male?
Now, no.
Not male. But at work, is there somebody, there's some tension there? It's connected with
Yeah.
work. So she's just coming through. She said, don't put your foot down and don't let it give you any agita. So I don't know if it's something the person is kind of annoying.
Yes.
And sometimes you get in that fist, you know, like, you know, in the where the diaphragm is. Your great grandmother's saying, just don't pay it any mind, don't take her nonsense, but really focus your energy elsewhere. She'll start annoying somebody else if she doesn't get a reaction out of you.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to leave her and her blessings and love with you, and thank you for jumping in to participate.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Sean's going to pay for this later.
I will.
We have about 4 minutes left. If we want to get one more caller in, please give us a ring. Let's see.
Should I ever send you, Sean?
What?
Should I ever send
No,
Cool. We got people calling in from all the other side of the country.
There's a lot of activity in that chat room.
Let's see. Let's plug your contact information here.
That would be awesome. Right now, John's going to put up my website and phone number. I am actually running a Black Friday Small Business Saturday promotion, 25% off any service that's purchased before the end of Sunday, but we're going to book afterwards. I only work by appointment. So it also could apply. You can buy it for yourself. You can buy a gift certificate for somebody else. It could be for readings, Reiki, classes, anything that I'm doing, as long as it's purchased by the end of the day Sunday, and it can be for something in the future.
Now, is there a special code that they use, or
no? They just have to.
When they message you, do you call them, and like how do they pick up on the special?
On my website, on the fees page, there's certain things you can purchase, like phone readings, private readings, the classes. They're up there. You just do a pay now. It goes through PayPal, and the house parties, they have to call me, because that will depend on where they're located and how many people. It
now,
varies.
do you do individual meetings at somebody's home, or does it have to be a group?
I generally do groups in other people's homes. The only time I'm going to do an individual is if I have like an elderly, like a disabled person or an elderly person, I go to them. But otherwise, you know, I have the office. If they can't come to my physical office, I can do it by the phone, or I can do it over the computer with like FaceTime or Skype, which is a good way to go. So we could do it that way if they have difficulty traveling to Northport. The other thing we do once a month, I didn't mention this yet, but I'm also an ordained spiritualist minister. And once a month I do hold spiritualist worship services at my office in Northport, and they're free to attend. Everyone's welcome. Just kind of come. The next one is December 16th. I have them listed on my website if you want to know the dates. They consist of a guided meditation, energy healing, a spiritual address by someone. Sometimes it's me, sometimes it's other people, and then messages from the other side to prove the continuity of life. And people are always welcome to come by. We'd love to. The energy's awesome. So,
does anybody else have any other questions?
I want to invite any more spirits from my life. Well, we're so grateful to Winter for joining us tonight. I know.
Yes, thank you for coming.
oh, thanks for having me. I really enjoyed this. You guys are really awesome. And thank you everybody who took their time out night before Thanksgiving to listen in and watch the show and call in. For if you didn't get through, understand your loved ones are always around you. They're just a thought away. And, you know, look for the signs. They will try to connect with you if you're unable to directly hear them or talk to them or see them. So they love you, they're around you, they care about you, and they do help you from the other side. God bless.
And hopefully we can have Winter back soon.
That would be great.
Certainly. All right. Tune in probably next week.
Are we doing a show next week?
Maybe.
Maybe.
You never know. All right, Sean, take us out.
Well, this is me, Sean. Thanks to Ryan for being here the first half. Thank you, Winterbrook, for being here. This is John and friends. Step inside. We'll see you soon.